Hey everybody! Sorry it took me forever to get back on. Let me turn the game audio down a little bit. Um, oh my gosh, y'all, it's been such a while and I won't prolong this at all, but thank you for being patient. Alright, I don't know who's knocking. I'm gonna go look at the door and it's probably gonna be a solicitor, so stand by. Nope. Bye. I'm so over the fucking solicitors. Bye. Nope. No soliciting. Thanks. Anyway, dude, so stupid. So yeah, so I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and kick off. Now, I am back because I have been so fickle with games lately, but I bought this one. My husband told me about it. I'm like, well, good luck getting the Switch back. So I am doing this on the Switch 2 with my Switch 2 controller. Um, it's only if it were available on Mac, I would have done it via Steam, but I'm not doing that. So anyway, I'm gonna get started. I'm just gonna play a little bit today, but we've been chatting about this game on Threads for a while, for like the last 24 hours, and so many people are like, cool. So if you're a Voyager fan, if you're a Star Trek fan, mostly if you're a Voyager fan, I think you're going to be like, oh my god. So let's get started. Hopefully this is actually going out. The stream isn't found. Great. Let me go make sure this is actually going out. Okay, so it does say it's streaming on YouTube. So hopefully if you're watching on YouTube, hopefully y'all can see this. Let me just check on my phone really quick. Um, if you're watching this on YouTube, do give me a holler and let me know so I can know that for sure you're watching this because my restream plugin in OBS is saying nay, but no, I can see it. Okay, good. In that case, we're gonna just go with that assumption that you're there. All right, let me back over here. You are lying. Don't know if you can't see it, but that's weird. Why can't... I just want to see if I can see anybody. It says they can't see it in the chat. Interesting. That's annoying. Here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go chat on my own video. Yo. Alright, let's see if that shows up or not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I wonder if I should reconnect it or something. Great. You know what? That's annoying because I don't want to have to like look and watch two different things for chat, but oh well. This is where we are today. Glorious. Maybe, you know what? I'm gonna restart and see if that helps. Maybe that'll be good. I'm gonna go reconnect on YouTube. I'll be back. Yep. Why are you doing that? There, it's kind of there, it's kind of not. Okay. Hopefully we're there now. Let's see. Now I'm gonna back out. Go find the other stream. Okay. Let's try this one. Hi, I'm back. Okay, let's just get started. So I'm back with this one. Let me turn the audio up 4 so you can hear the glorious theme. I'm excited for this, y'all. You ready? Should I let the theme play? It's pretty awesome. It was funny. I started this the other day, and I skipped ahead and started the game. I'm like, wait, you gotta let the theme play. Anyway, let's do Voyager Across the Unknown, playing on Switch 2. So I'm gonna play a new game. Now, you can do Adventure, which is easier, Survival, which is, I guess, normal, and Years of Hell. Just so you know, this is the third run I'm starting. I haven't finished a run yet, but I want to see how things play out, so we're going to do this. Actually, I wonder if I should do... No, I'm going to go ahead and do Stargame. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. You are the captain of the Federation starship USS Voyager. Manage your ship and crew. Plot a course through procedurally generated... Yes.
So, a few days back, this Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns the place. She's stern and smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis. She puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple. Still, the view is infinitely better than a holding cell. It's not every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid-class starship's maiden voyage. The USS Voyager.
Deep Space Nine.
Might even get to touch the helm.
Yeah. All right, so there's a couple voices in here. I think it's Tuvok and Paris, basically, but otherwise it's spoken, or it's written. So, gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. Ensign Kim, you're fresh in the Academy, ready for your first deep space assignment. Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope I live up to your expectation. Ensign Kim, I trust you've already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer. A former Maquis pilot who will help us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. With all due respect, ma'am, observers hardly thought it'll be fitting my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in this sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, Ensign. There's that Tom Paris ego we love so much. I'm just setting a timer, y'all, because the other night I stayed up till like 1 o'clock playing this. So, Harry Kim, the Maquis. Wow, I've heard a lot of stories about them. Relax. I was with the Maquis only for a few weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. Penal colony? Enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands. This is the captain. Report to your stations. Helm, take us into the Badlands. Maximum warp. Excellent. Alright, here we go. Into the Badlands. The Badlands, a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starship. Captain Janeway observes the swirling chaos from the view screen, a subtle smile playing on her lips. She's ready for the challenge. You know, I'm going to take this really quick. Hold, please. I'm going to go share this in my Threads conversation because we are doing this. Ready? Get it? Share it. Just bear with me a moment, anyone watching. I'm gonna go share this on Threads. And I'm streaming my third playthrough, my third run start. Okay, ready? And post it. Alright, let's see how things go. So into the Badlands. Harry Kim, scanners are picking up no other vessels in the systems, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? I wasn't exactly a Maquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent Tetrion beam scanning us, and a displacement wave heading toward us. If you watch Voyager, you know what's happening. Incoming, a colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager, the power dwarfing anything the crew's ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. Get it. Red alert. Helm evasive maneuvers. Too late. The wave will intercept us in 5 seconds. Hold on a second. I need to brighten the screen here because it's all dim. There we go. Brace for impact. Alright, this is where the shit goes down. This poor ship. Alright. Oh, Aftermath. As the crew regains consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal, sparking consoles, and injured crewmates paint a grim picture. What just happened? Damage report! Major hull and deck damage. The transporters are offline, and we're receiving casualty reports. Bridge to sickbay. Doctor, I've got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor! Damn! Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Oh god, y'all. Warp core's gone to gray mode. We're on reserves barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Ah, that's what he always wanted. Scan for the nearest source of deuterium. External sensors are offline. Shit. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Okay, here we go. Alright. Janeway Engineering, we need stellar cartography back online. No. Alright. Now, the tutorial is very helpful. Read it thoroughly. Don't skim. Just a quick tip. Select the question mark icon on the left of the screen to revisit any tutorial screen by pressing the left button 2 times. Remember that, because if you don't remember that, this guidance is gone until you do what it's saying. So left twice. Left on the D-pad twice in order to do this. That first time I'm like, I can't see these tutorials. Alright. Activate the stellar cartography in the lower left part of the ship. To activate it, open its menu by selecting the room and switching on the power supply. Let's go do that. B to close. Alright, so there's my little crosshair. I'm right there. And I'm going to switch on. There we go. Captain, sensors are picking up something out there, but Myra is trying to stammer as we're not in the Badlands anymore. No shit. Alright, here we go. What is that thing? Where are we? Excellent question. If our sensors are working, we just jumped over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. Crap! This array will have to wait. Mr. Pellage, take the helm. Find us a deuterium source. Oh, y'all, deuterium. Oh, Lord. Okay. Scan points of interest, marked with white question marks to reveal sources. Scan until you reveal deuterium, the fuel source. Ready? Let's go do this. Alright. So, I'm gonna go around. So obviously we've got white question marks all over here. Really quick, deuterium is the top to the left of the middle. It's that blue, looks like 2 cells together. That's the deuterium. We at 0, y'all. Alright, let me go figure it out. Let's go scan. That's duranium. Let's grab the deuterium then. Okay. Cool. Navigate your ship by traveling to various locations. We have traveling past time passes them from cycles. These cycles are killer. Alright, when visiting points of interest, you can choose between different approaches with different risks and outcomes. The different colors of the chance bar represent the possible outcomes. Okay? Green, good, red, bad. So, dark green and light green, excellent and good. Yellow, average. Orange and red can be bad. Y'all, I cannot tell you enough. The red sometimes means you don't get shit. You don't have anything, and that's bad, when especially if you're like down to your last deuterium. Like I said, 3rd run I'm starting here. Alright, so it's 1 cycle away. Now, if I want, I'm going to go ahead and just scan some of this other shit. Okay, there's some more deuterium. Great. You're going to find that the more deuterium is prevalent, and also not all the cycles away from you, it's best. So right now I'm just scanning all these guys to see what we got out there. Okay, I'm seeing deuterium and duranium. Okay, great. Let's go to the one they said. Ready? Let us go. Let us leave. Hold course, set course. I love how you can see it flying. Okay. Now, if y'all want to holler in the chat and tell me what to try, you are welcome to. If I see it, I will do it. So I've got a couple options here based on what my capabilities are. I can collect any easily accessible resources, max of 437, or use the tractor beam to try to clump up the debris for easier collection, which means max 673. Since I can do that, I am going to do that. So unless you all yell at me, I'm doing it. Ready? Go. Okay. See how it's kind of a chance meter? Thing fucking sucks. Okay, I got 673. I got the max. You know why? Probably because it's the first time I've collected deuterium. Let's cherish this moment. because later we're going to wish it was that easy. Captain, we can now deactivate great mode. Yes. Okay, so we're going to continue. Ready to increase warp core output. All right, hit continue. All right. Warp core is the reactor that powers the ship. To generate energy, it continually consumes deuterium. Boy, does it ever. Depending on the reactor level, you produce more energy, but more deuterium is required. Increase the power output by selecting main engineering and switching the warp core to a higher tier. Ready? Alright, so see, there's my crosshair, and the question mark is very apparent. By the way, I want you all to see the ship. Oh, isn't that pretty? I love how it's laid out like a panel. So you can see like the different areas. We got a shuttle bay, main engineering, there's the lifts, and then we've got different stuff. We've got life support, decks, some stuff's on the navigational deflector, some more decks, damage and whatnot, and the bridge is way the hell up here. Isn't that cool? An aero shuttle bay. I love it. I think they did a really good job with the layout. Okay. Let's go ahead and click on this guy. Alright, so this took a little getting used to, but right now we're in gray mode, but see, I can arrow up into the thing above gray mode, and I'm going to select that. Well, I think I am. Okay, now I'm at tier 1. Alright, I just moved us out of gray mode into tier 1. Our energy levels are returning to normal, Captain. Yay. Good, now what about this thing? This array? I can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detected a Maquis vessel next to it. Okay, so I've got two options. I always go optional, just in case, because sometimes it does give you some extra insight that you can use. So let's go try hailing them first. Hail them. No response, Captain. Okay. Scan for life signs. Let's do that. Scan the ship for some life signs. There's no one on board, Captain. Quick, if you can see it in the tiny print, it'll tell you what level your tool is and also what your chance of success is. So based on, I've got a chance of 40% success, but my level 1 sensor array gives me an extra 35%. So pretty good chance I'll be successful. Let's see what happens. What about the array? Ah, damn. Okay, so odds were not in my favor just now. We'll just have to see it for ourselves. I want the transporter room repaired and ready. You know, it's funny. Third run, it's the first time that's failed. Like I said, this is a little bit Baldur's Gate 3 Dungeons and Dragons with like chance. Get us to a duranium deposit, we'll need to repair the transporter room. Alright. Let's keep track of your resources in the main hut HUD. Okay, so yeah, deuterium is my fuel that powers warp drive. Duranium and tritanium, essential for construction and repair. And then crews needed to operate key systems and rooms. Pretty soon you're gonna have plenty of them. Okay, so I need duranium. But I also, okay, so also know that currently your max, I think, of deuterium you can get is 1,000. You'll see. So let's go on the way to, looks like I'll have to go all the way over. Oh no, wait, I can go over here. Let's go over here. That is 2 cycles away. So watch how your deuterium depletes on the top as we go through cycles. Ready? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's taking 24 units of deuterium every cycle, which is glorious. All right. So remember I did that last time. I could either go a little less, that's guaranteed to get something, or I could try for a little bit more chance. Let's do that. I'm a big girl with chance. Oops. Didn't really work out for me then. We now have all the duranium we need. That is bullshit. You don't have all the duranium you need. You have some. Engineering is standing by to repair the transporter, Captain. Okay. Damaged rooms are not operational. Select a room to bring up the room controls. If you have the resources and work teams needed, you can initiate repairs. Ready? Okay, here I am. See my cross thing? And there are cross hairs. I want to repair it. I have people and things and... Well, okay. Okay, cool. Alright. I am going to... So, along the bottom, you can left or right trigger to go from ship to the system you're in. I'm gonna go ahead and stock us up on some more deuterium as well. And while I'm moving, as things finish getting work done in the ship, this will pop up. And I can either close the report and stay on my way, or I can enter the ship. I almost always enter the ship. So I'm gonna go ahead and go look at the ship. Okay, it's ready. Transporters are back online, Captain. Yay! Mr. Parrish set course for the raid. It's time we got some answers. Now, I don't have to do that right now, because I just flew over to get some more deuterium. Okay, looks like I don't have torpedoes yet, so I don't have that middle option. I'll do this top one. That was excellent. Good, I almost have 1,000. Okay, let's go back to the array like they said. So yeah, the story missions will be in the yellow Starfleet insignia. Here we go. Ensign Kim, Mr. Paris, get ready for your first away mission. Woo! Here we go. Away missions present a series of challenges. Heroes possess skills and traits. This took me a minute to get used to. Select heroes with matching skills. Okay. Okay, so over on the left, you can see it's got little icons for the skills. This will correlate to their character cards. Below that, recommended traits. Pilot and quick-witted. So let me hit. See, I'm arrowing either to either one, so I'm going to fill this one first. I need a pilot. I only have 2 options. These are really narrowing it down for me. So notice as I did Paris, based on what his ranks are for, looks like that's command, engineering, and medical, he filled in a lot of those gold gaps and the pilot gap. Now I'm going to enter over to Harry, put him in there, and he filled in the rest. Got a good crew going on. Ready? Y'all ready? Ready to start this mission? And if you want to, throw in the chat if you want me to pick certain things going forward here. I will. Because I think everybody should play this game. Decide on your approach and select the hero to complete the challenge with the appropriate skill. If the skill is lower than the requirement, the success chance is displayed. Ready? We've materialized in the field. Any suggestions on what to do next? Alright, so notice the rows. I could either look for footprints or strange noises. That requires 29. Paris has 25. Now if I select him, I've got a pretty decent chance of succeeding. If I select Harry, it's a little bit more. I'm going to select Harry. So let me go ahead. Unless you guys yell at me. Okay, here we go. Ready? Yay! Harry and Tom use their tricorders to scan for life signs and detect a strange energy spike emanating from a nearby area. Following the readings, they navigate through the corn and find a farm with people working the fields. Voyager! An old man sits on the porch of a nearby farmhouse strumming a banjo. After a challenge, your participating team members are fatigued. This I didn't get right away either. Their skill values are reduced. Let them rest for the next challenge. So you want to alternate who you pick on for each of these choices. So I just did Carrie. Notice he's fatigued at the top of over his head. So I will pick Paris for this next one. Let's read his body language. Actually, let me click on this. That one doesn't give me much. There we go. Let's do this one. This one gives me more chance to succeed. My cat is like, yay! Harry and Tom discreetly observe the old man. They can't quite put his finger on why it's an act. Okay, and I got 5 science units there. Yay! Ready? You can select more than one hero for a challenge if they possess the required skill. If the accumulated skill is equal, okay, blah, blah, blah. So basically, play a numbers game here. They're gonna go check out the barn. Alright, so I can use both of them. Even though Tom's fatigued, I can use both of them. And that does give me the best shot. Let's see. Now if I unselect, that's okay. That's not good at all, so we're gonna do both of these guys. Ready? We're gonna try to find a way to break the illusion. Plus, we have a chance of getting some deuterium out of this one. If you can see on the row, it says rewards is deuterium. Ready? Go. Yeah. Harry and Tom try to disrupt the energy field. Oops. But now the pitchfork's coming in. Old man appears and reveals it's an illusion. Oh, a tattooed man and a half Klingon woman? Who could those be? Oh my god, I'm so excited. Alright. I love these. I've watched Voyager every year for the last several years. Okay. Sometimes you have to make major decisions that influence how the story proceeds. These decisions are marked with a gold outline. Ready? Ooh, y'all. We're gonna have some consequences here. Alright. I have, on my last 2 runs, woken up B'Elanna and not Chakotay, knowing because I know who these people are. Let me see what happens here. That almost looks like I have a better chance with waking up Tattooed Man. I'm going that way first. Ready? Okay, so now I've got Chakotay instead of B'Elanna. This is already different than my prior runs, but not different than the actual show. Yay! Ooh, look at you guys leveled up. Excellent. Alright. So Harry's not available. Captain Janeway anxiously waits their turn over away team and Tom Paris unexpectedly materializes. Captain! What? But we were there for only an hour. Harry was just beside me. He's still in the array. Why were you released and not? The Maquis are hailing us, Captain. Put them on screen. There's Chakotay. I love Chakotay. Alright, I'm Commander Chakotay of the Maquis. My chief engineer, B'Elanna Torres, is missing. Is she with you? No. One of our own is also missing. We should solve this together. 3 of us will beam over to your ship. Face to face. Despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of Chakotay and his Maquis crew on the bridge is fraught with tension. I would imagine. Both sides remain wary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. Captain is Tuvok, my... Oh, I know who he is. Glad to have you back, Tuvok. Yeah, the script's already a little different than when I got B'Elanna over. As am I, Captain. Commander Chakotay. I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate your crew. Are you going to deliver us into Starfleet's waiting hand, Vulcan? Correct. However, I assure you I performed my duties aboard ship to the highest. Of course you did. Charming. See, I have Paris with you too. You're forming a Maquis Traders Club, Captain? You win some, you lose some, Commander. Let's focus on bringing Torres and Kim back from the array. Can't get back inside. They've sealed the entrances, and no hails. Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our comms. Report back. Alright, here we go. Captain, the ship's status remains critical. Repair protocols are imperative. We need resources and the engineering office. True. Prioritize life support, so basically there's instruction for us. Life support, secure core decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality first to gain access to the engineering office. Alright, to be able to supply power to a room, you need to activate the life support unit of the corresponding deck. Each life support unit consumes energy, so plan accordingly. For real. Alright, so quick note. See all this? That whole deck? It's dead. It's dead because that life support's dead. That's what we're about to do, is turn this guy back on. Ooh, you can zoom in pretty far. Alright, we're gonna switch her on. Whee! Life support restored on Deck 5. Captain, engineering office is now accessible. And of course it's a mess. We'll have to fix it. Okay, so now it is damaged. Let me click on it. I need to repair it. I'm gonna hit A. And that'll take 2 cycles. Alright, continue. Until completion, it would be logical to scan all planets in the system and gather more deuterium and uranium. I concur with that assessment. You logical Vulcan, you. Okay, so I'm in the system. I can zoom out. Wow, I don't think I've been zoomed in that far in before. Nice. Okay, so let's plan our course of attack, y'all. Got 1,000 deuterium. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go all the way over here and get that duranium, which is building materials. Ready? Here we go. Now on the way, it's going to tell me the engineering's ready. That only took 2 cycles, and that was a 7-cycle trip. I'm going to enter the ship. Okay. Once you build or repair something, it won't do anything unless you click on it. And you gotta activate it. Engineering office fully operational. We now have an additional work team to carry out 2 tasks. Okay. Building or repairing rooms, even cleaning debris occupies work teams. To be able to carry out several tasks at the same time, obtain additional teams by building or upgrading engineering offices. Logically, we should now focus on Deck 2 in the mess hall to ensure the crew's food supply. That makes sense to me. Activate life support in that section first, because remember, a deck cannot do shit unless you do the life support. Alright, y'all. Let's talk about the morale. I have run into so many people online who like their crew mutinied on them because the morale dips. So you have to pay attention. The morale bar shows your current morale. So that's that purple bar up on the top. Open the overview screen and switch to morale to get detailed stuff. And all your choices will impact that. That's great. I'm so excited. Okay, let me do that really quick. So I just clicked the minus button on Switch. I barely play Switch. So there's our warp core status, but here's morale. Notice how it says there's 50 people without quarters right now. So that's making my morale dip. Nobody's sick, nobody's injured, but we're on emergency rations, and because they don't have quarters, it's taken a hit. So, and over on the right, it's got the morale thresholds. Oh, the days when people are happy with me is great. And then you got crew, tells you how many crew you have. Notice there's some Borg space there. Your heroes, who's available, who's not. Sorry guys. Love this little tray, is stupid. And then combat. Alright, so I'm gonna back out. Let's go ahead and activate this doohickey. Life support restored. Access to the mess hall is not possible. It has sustained excessive damage, just like engineering did. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix this guy up. Top right. You'll see there's little people icons. The work teams are the second one down. I've got 2 work teams. Let me click on this guy. I'll use 1 work team to repair this. Great. We should address crew accommodation. The ruin room must be cleared to create room for residential sections. Okay, it's heavily damaged. Free up new building space. Remove remnants of the old. Clear the debris. That takes some cycles too. Okay, so I clicked on it. Radial menu, let me go up to clear debris and select that. Here we go, Tuvok again with the logic. We should continue to collect more resources, as I was on my way to do. Oop, mess hall's ready. I am going to enter the ship because I want to feed people. Zoom in. Look at that! Mess hall repairs are completed. Switch to replicator rations now. It would enhance crew well-being. Remember that morale thing? That's important. Alright, with every cycle your crew consumes rations. You can always use emergency rations, but it lowers morale. They are used to consuming premium rations. Those increase morale, but really deplete your deuterium. For real. So we're going to switch to premium replicator rations. Yay! Okay. So I currently have a build team ready that can be working on something. So here's what I'm going to do. That is living quarters that's getting worked on. There's a sick bay. So what I could do, I'm a big fan of sick bay. And if y'all want to suggest anything that you want me to work on, I could clear debris out of science laboratory, shield generator, torpedo launch bay, the workshop, and stuff like that. So if anyone wants to holler, let me know. Phaser control room. I think I'm going to do, well, and I remember I'm dealing with morale with the crew, but I think I'm going to do a shield generator first. So unless anyone yells at me, that's what I'm doing first. Let's repair that guy. Now my 2 work teams are occupied, so I'm going to switch back to the system. Though it just finished that ruined room. Okay, so now it's ready for whatever I want to put in there. Rebuild some crew quarters. My back is killing me from sleeping in the corridor. That would kind of suck. Alright, to build new rooms, select it. You have enough work team. If you have enough work teams and resources, you can build a room. Let's do it. Alright, so I'm gonna... Now when you do this, just so you're aware, each See how these sections, some of them have more kind of units? Once you open a whole row of units, though, you kind of can do whatever you need to based on what size of something you need to build. So I'm going to click on this guy. Remember they were talking about crew quarters. And over on the top left, by the way, you can see your kind of like priorities. So yes, keep exploring the system, but I do want to build emergency quarters. So I'm going to click over on crew. I can't do crew quarters, that's locked, but I can do, oh, I'm missing resources, so I can't build this yet. All right, let's back out. I need some more duranium. Shit. All right, well, meanwhile, I've got a work crew available. Let me go ahead and clear out some stuff. Actually, you know what? Hold on a minute. I've got shields going. I'm gonna do sickbay next. Oh, I can't. I really do have to get stuff. Okay, so let's go back to system. Okay, and the shield generator's ready. Yay! Okay, that's great. Go back to system. Because I really can't do anything until I get these supplies. So I'm going to click on that planet. The only way I can get stuff is this top option because I don't have that torpedo launch bay open yet. So that's what I do. Yay! Cool. I am gonna switch back to the ship now. I should be able to create some quarters. Yes, now it is not in the red. I have enough. And then it says, okay, great. So see what I was saying earlier? Each kind of different sized unit, you can clear the debris, but once you do, it's ready. And now look at all. So if I had that one next to it, I could kind of decide where I want to put these quarters, but for right now I'll just put them right where those two are. Okay, each room requires personnel to operate, so keep this in mind. Don't forget to provide the necessary accommodation or morale may drop faster than you like. Okay, so that's building. Oh, this was confusing. If you hear that little brrr, someone's trying to ring us, it's on the bottom center. So I'm going to hit right on the D-pad and hit A to accept that transmission. Alright, array's jamming signal's been neutralized. You should be able to establish communication. Let's hope they respond. Who dis? Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice, Captain. The old guy with a banjo. There's a lot less jellyfish back on the array. It's fun for me to see, usually Harry Kim's in here has been on here instead of Paris when I've gone through this. Captain Janeway, we mean no harm, we just want our people back. Your people? They're no longer here. They might have what I need. You just have to leave them. No. Alright. I have an optional here. I can scan the array for Harry and B'Elanna. I am going to do that. Chance is 100%. Why the hell not? I don't care. Scan that array. No sign of them and no humanoid life forms at all. Who are we talking to right now? Alright, y'all. What do you think? Should I appeal to his humanity? Got a 70% chance total. All of these have 70%. Do I want to let Chakotay talk? Do I want to try to intimidate him? I'm going to let Chakotay talk. Actually, yes I am. I'm going to do that. I won't do that. Show up too long to be pushed around. Return our crew to find out what the Maquis are capable of. Ooh! Fighting words, guy. I have no time for this. There's no time. Time for what? Sure, their survival. I would like to know whose survival we're talking about, so I'm going to ask him that. What are you talking about? For your sake, if you're not talking about our people. No, your people may just hold the key to their survival and I must hurry. Super vague booking over here, right? No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. We've been cut off, Captain. It's getting us nowhere. Find our people. But you did extract valuable information. I commend you for that. Good job. Tuvok, Captain, if I may. I've observed that the array has been sending energy pulses toward the fifth planet of the neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our missing crew's location, investigating that planet is the most logical step. It's the only lead we have. Thoughts, Commander? Paths intertwined. Let's do this together. I do love Chakotay. He makes me happy. Agreed. Paris, take the helm. Let's find the people. Set a course to the fifth planet in the neighboring system. Maximum warp. Alright, neighboring system. The sector map shows the entire sector with several star systems. You can either travel directly to another system or you can scan the system first and select a specific POI. I thought that said pole for the longest time, but it's a POI, point of interest to visit. Okay. Before I do that, I do have an available work team. I'm going to go get them started on something. What do I want to start them on? Let's do... So shields are good. I would like phasers. Yeah. We're going to repair that. Alright, cool. So now my work teams are occupied. Do I have enough deuterium? I do. I don't have a whole hell of a lot of the other thing. I'm going to get deuterium and duranium really quick before I go over there. And it is telling me, too, to clear another ruined room and build more emergency quarters, so I will do that, too. Okay, life support's active in the phaser control room. I clicked on it to activate it. Once again, I've got a freebie, a free person, so... It says I should do clear a ruined room and build emergency quarters. Here we go. I'm planning ahead a little bit because emergency quarters are only 2 slots, and I've run into this before where I wind up having this like little tiny space that doesn't give me a lot of option. I'm gonna clear this one. Great. There we are. Alright, y'all. Last time the tractor beam kind of bit me in the ass, but I think I'm gonna do it again. Bit me in the ass again. Maybe I should stop getting bit in the ass. Okay, but I got more deuterium, that's good. And then let me get a little bit more duranium for building. Only have one option. Ugh. Myrrh. Alright. I'm reading the writing on the wall here. Let me go to the let's go to that neighboring system. So bottom, see on the bottom left, hit right trigger, that is the sector. So I'm Voy. That is where I live. And it's saying, hey y'all, you need to go to this next system over here and do this. So I'm gonna like, great. Now I can scan it. Hold down Y. And I say, well, I want to go directly to that one. I highly recommend you do this if you play this game. If you don't, it'll just drop you randomly in some spot, and you still have to travel to a planet, whereas if I say, well, I want to get to that planet in particular, it'll put me right there, minimizing the number of cycles I need to get there. Here to help y'all. Okay. So I'm going to say set course to that. Now you get to watch it. Well, emergency quarters, hold on a second. Okay, so ruined room, good there. We'll build some more quarters. Whoop! There we go. Where else? That building is ready, emergency quarters are ready. Oh, I hadn't clicked on that. That was bad on my part. And I still have one. Alright, I'm gonna put another quarters here, I think. Cool. There you go. Whoa, I went through a star, damn. See, told you, sometimes this goes pretty fast. I don't have enough, so I will have to wait. Okay. There we are. Yay, I'm already there, that's great. Alright, so, ready? You guys want to go visit Ocampa? Let's go get it. Captain, orders, continue. I do like this, when you arrive somewhere that could potentially be like a mission or something, it says, well, do you want to come back later? Like, maybe you need some stuff. And you need to be like, good point. Because once you do this, you can't, like, make any edits to the ship or anything. So keep that in mind. Time. I got 22 minutes left. Thanks all for watching too. I appreciate if you're watching and just hanging out with me here. Do feel free to yak it up in the chat. I hope you're not chatting and I'm just not seeing it. I had an issue earlier. Give me a second, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure. Don't see anyone chatting at me. Okay. Cool. Alright, there we are, Captain. Might I say, what a ride. Voyager handles like a dream, responsive, agile. Don't get too carried away. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Voyager discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Harry and B'Elanna perhaps being held in this place? Ugly old space rock. I've got a couple options here. Let's check the energy impulses. A single location, barren piece of the desert. I recommend an away team investigates the area. There's something else. Interval between each pulse has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. They're getting faster. The entity said he's running out of time, right? Whatever that means, we'd better hurry. Let's also do a scan of the planet. It's all the basic characteristics of an M class. No ocean, no river, but there are settlements. So if I had the science lab open by now, I could have analyzed the planet's atmosphere. I don't have that. Listen. You can do, like, if we wanted, we could have not come to this planet, and we could have, like, I could have hopscotched around a little bit more and gotten more supplies. I certainly am going to go back and get those. You can do that first, and then you can actually kind of upgrade some stuff before you get, because notice that it's grayed out right now, but had I done that, maybe I'd have that option. Who knows what I would have learned. Someone else, not me. Strange but intriguing. Prepare an away team. Here we go. Do y'all know who this is? Who is this? Small ship approaching and you're hailing us. A peculiar alien. No shit. With a mischievous grin. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant? Looking for something on this dusty old rock? Would we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Let me guess. I am telling you everything that actually happened to you. Thousands of times, hundreds of times, and maybe 50 times. The caretaker's been bringing ships here for months. So that's the first time we've heard the word the caretaker in here. That's what the Okampa call him. He probably snatched some of your crew. They're probably on the planet. You could use a guide, but of course a guide needs a little, you know. Compensation? Sounds fair. Wonderful. I've had it rough. Those pesky void voles have been nibbling at my supplies. All the food and water you want. It's a deal. Neelix is recruited. See that? I'm a Neelix. Okay. What are we doing? Rebuild Voyager and explore the system or skip cycles until Neelix is ready to talk. So, good point. I've got a work crew available. Let's think about what just happened. I was missing a science laboratory. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And I have enough stuff to repair it. System. Alright, let's scan. Let's go scan some shit. So as I'm scanning, I am not expending time right now, so no cycles are being burned through at the moment. Apparently can't do that. I can still visit that, I just can't see what's going on with it. And y'all, I still have not, on the other 2 runs I've done, I have not gotten stellar cartography upgraded, so I think that's supposed to help. Maybe I need to do that this time. Look at that. Alright, let's go get some science first. Emergency quarters already. Yay! Okay, and that means I've got a free work crew. I'll do another one. Oh wait, what did I say? I can't upgrade it yet, that's right. I'm gonna do the workshop. I can't. Okay, still need some more. I need more things. Yeah, I'm just about out of my geranium, so okay. So when it stops you right there, you have to click back on here and actually see. Okay, I will scan it from a safe distance. Oh, come on. Man, I'm bottoming out on all my chances lately. I don't like it. Alright. 528. I'm keeping an eye on my deuterium levels. Yeah, the science laboratory. Now, really quick, I figured this out before it told me. If I click on the laboratory, I do have a tech tree it's going to tell me about in a little while here. But this is where you can do all your research to like do upgrades and whatnot. I'm going to back out of here for now though. The one thing I want to show you, you can assign a hero to a room. So $2 a science guy, I can assign him to that, which means I'll have a 9% increase on research rate. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I had this over here. I will create some crew quarters there. I can't. Okay, I really do need to like get some supplies. I guess I can't really clean any rooms either for right now. Okay, I can. Maybe I. Oh, does that give me? It must give me supplies. Okay, at least one of them is doing it. Clear this. Okay, good. I want to keep my people busy. All right, what do we got here? Nothing. All right, let's go get some deuterium. Hopefully. You know what? I am not going with that option. I'll do this instead. Yay! Okay, I hear that alert. Sounds like Neelix. I'm gonna hit the D-pad right on the bottom and accept a comms request. What a delicious meal! What is it called again? Tomato soup. Alfarian hair postable is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering teeth. I can hear his voice in my head. Mr. Neelix, I am pleased you are enjoying yourself. We need your assistance now. Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At their foot you'll find a Kazon Ogla encampment. Kazon Ogla? One Kazon sect of many. They're difficult, but they can be reasoned with. I think you said the Okampa had our people. Well, the Okampa do have your people, it's just finding them's a bit tricky. His old pal Mage, he's a nice guy, a bit gruff. Dude, he's not a nice guy. Let's ask for some more information, shall we? Anything else we should know? Water. Of Ogla, they mostly get it through trade, so a little liquid diplomacy, would help. Away team that will take Neelix. Here we go. Fly back to Okampa. Okay, before I do that, I'm gonna go over here and get some more of this stuff. Ooh, repair some parts. Now that I have the engineering office open, maybe. Oh, come on. 3 crew got injured. Ah! My own damn fault. Alright, I'm gonna fly back. Yep. Got a ruined room. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take care of the sick bay now because I just messed up 2 people. And the ruined room is ready. Do I have enough to start a crew? Yes, I do. Cool. Can I get these people housed if possible? Alright. Here we're back at our destination. Let's go ahead and send the away team. Okay, so Neelix is totally going. So now on the left I can see Talaxian, Survivalist, and Innovator. And what's fun is last time I didn't have Survivalist, so obviously that means Chakotay needs to go, and then an Innovator. I don't have an Innovator. Oh, because on prior runs that would have been Balana. I need someone with science. That looks to be Tuvok. Alright. This will be interesting. Alright. Sun burns down mercilessly. Tricorders are malfunctioning. How do we get our bearings? Alright, so Let's do the survivalist thing. Orient yourself using the cardinal points. Big chance of success there. Cool. Good job, Chocote, for the win. And I got deuterium. Yay! Sandstorm! Nobody looking really good over here. Let's see. This one. Oh. My odds do not look good either way. Ready? This gives me the slightly better. Good luck! Ah, fuck. Stumbles through the blinding storm, finally find a secret place. Bruised and battered. Uh-oh. Oh god, morale. I lost 50 morale. Mrr. We reached the settlement and now Tuvok is fatigued. Okay, so fortunately Neelix is not fatigued and can do this. I'm gonna give you that chance, Neelix. Oh, come on! This run does not like me, okay? It is so mad at me right now. The woman and children seem to recognize him. Their expressions are skeptical. Suddenly his face darkens. Dude. Well, at least I got some morale out of it. My god, I suck at this. Ah, how should we appease them, Captain? They think Neelix sucks. Alright, I'm gonna demonstrate strength, you motherfuckers. Let's see, wait. There we go. I get way more out of Tuvok. Ready? Do it. Watch, I'm gonna land in red. God. Display potential force impresses Jabin. Suddenly, Neelix grabs a phaser, points at Jabin, and thought he was your bud! Sometimes certain approaches and away missions bear additional risks. Those are marked by the little risk indicator. We should retreat. Alright, who's fatigued? Tuvok? Appease and carefully withdraw, tactical retreat, run. Hold on. That's pretty good. Appease and carefully withdraw. Secure the retreat with fire! Tactical retreat, run. I'm doing this one. Although I like rewards. I'm a big fan of rewards. Oh, fine. But my choice has consequences, so we'll see how that goes. But I like those rewards. I barely got. Jabin, though furious at Neelix, recognizes the away team's intelligent attempt to de-escalate. He allows them to retreat and his eyes burn with anger. Dude, that one sucked. Like, literally every, like... Oh, stupid. Yep. Neelix completely used the Voyager crew for that. Kissing. That is, the ickiest relationship, too. I never liked them together. My dearest Cass. I knew you'd come for me, love. Delighted and endangered, jackass. This is not how trust is built, dude. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. Access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There's a tunnel, but it's sealed. We may be able to transport through the barrier if it had the slightest breach. A transport signal amplifier would be necessary. Cool. Help us once we've located it. Of course, the least I can do. I'm grateful now. Fess up. Why did you leave your home? Yearn for the freedom to discover things. Seeing my people so dependent, unable to think for themselves, it was unbearable. What do you know about the caretaker, Kess? Protection from the outside world. Why? Why does he do it, or where he came from? Stories and legends. How did you two meet? Because you are an unlikely pair. We fell in love. I think that's the word love's doing a lot in there. That word in that sentence. I may use because he's so jealous and icky. I hate that relationship. It got infinitely better once they broke up. All right, someone gets. I wonder if they broke. You don't know in this game. I have no idea. Someone get started on that transporter amplifier and go to sickbay. Start researching the signal amplifier. You know why it's back up and running? Because I made it back up and running. Alright, so this one confused me forever because I never did notice that like it already have it pre-populated down here, so I'm gonna go ahead and work on that. So 3 cycles. Great. Repair and activate sickbay. It's still going. Alright, so let's get some more stuff. How much deuterium do we have? A decent amount. I'm gonna go up here. Yay! Injured, sickened crew will be placed in sickbay automatically. After treatment, they'll go back to work and increase its efficiency. Okay, probably my favorite character in the whole show. Ready? Yay! So happy he's on Starfleet Academy. Shimmering figure. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Have to say it the way he does. I'm capable of treating any injury or disease. Nothing I can't handle. You're the most capable hand, young lady. Thank you, doctor. Do my best. I am programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Like, come on, lady. I know what the hell I'm doing. Alright, research transporter signal amplifier in the science laboratory, which we already set that to do. I have a team that is ready, though, so let's see. Let's clear some more of this debris. Oh, that's actually... I don't think I have enough to build this. Nope. Okay, which is why we care about this. I'm gonna try the tractor beam with the owl. Man, this... I am getting the worst luck in this enterprise at the moment. Let's get some more deuterium. Annoying. Okay, there it is. Enter the ship. Alright, now we get to the tech tree. Access the tech tree to research new upgrades. Great. Captain, the blueprints for signal amplifier complete. However, to start production, we need to repair the workshop. Yes, we do. Fortunately, I just got a tiny amount of geranium. Great. Huh. Alright, that's ready. Yay! Getting there. What else? Is there any other... Oh, that's ready. Nice! Workshop repaired, Captain. We can start production of the signal amplifier. Cool. Great. Craft transporter in the workshop. Explore the tech tree and research any tech. Where's that? Is tech tree here? Science laboratory. Yes. Currently no research in progress. That was a glitch just now. It didn't show me the A button. Alright, y'all. Any opinions on where we should start with research that we think would be important? So, got enough for this. A small battery compartment. Plasma torch. Go to crew. Inspired workforce. Crew quarters. Accommodates 10 crew members in standard Starfleet. We have a couple that are hidden. Science. Hydroponics bay. I'm actually trying to do things I haven't done before. Field training. Tempted. And combat. Hull reinforcement. Captain's acknowledgement. That helps morale. Anything back here? And Borg, really no point in here. It's all dark. We don't have any Borg. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm kind of into the hull. Actually, I'm going to do this first. Small battery. So this is going to help me store energy from the warp core to avoid that damn gray mode. So yeah, I'm going to do that. That's what we're researching right now. And I do have 2 free people. Let's build this. Alright, can I clear any? I'll clear that. Fine. Alright. Let's travel. Actually, let's get deuterium. I only have one shot. Yay! Alright, I've almost got 1,000. That's good. We're still waiting for that thing to be built. Ooh! Been completed. It would be wise to make haste back to the Okampa. Right, first, since I'm here, let's not waste cycles that I just traveled. I'll be... God! She just really hates me today. Like, you suck. Alright, let's go, here, I guess. Reach our destination. Send the away team, y'all. Right, Kess is gonna go down. Let's see, so we need no other recommended traits, but we need to fill in those gaps. So we need weapons, engineering, and command. Okay, Chakotay is big on that. So is Tuvok. I'll use Chakotay. I didn't have him last time. And then I need someone who can do some engineering tweaking. It's like Paris can't. Okay, or can. Okay. Here we go. Good luck, y'all. Chances are not looking good. Kazon are already there. They hesitate with their weapons. Don't let them butter you up! Cautious. What are your orders? Jeez. Can do that. That is not high on the... That looks like that might be my best bet. Ready? Let's do it. And I get morale if it works. Oh my god, it worked. Yes. Glory. They're persuaded by the diplomatic efforts. Most excellent. And reach the tunnel entrance. Ooh. I am not looking good on this one. Oh my god. Crap. Well, we'll see what we get. Nothing. After several attempts, the AT managed to find a weak spot. Transfer the deposit takes longer than expected beyond the barrier. They see the large cavern. Okampa City. Okampa. How shall we proceed? Let's let Kess take the lead here. That seems likely. And we get 200, and she's got a good shot. Which means nothing. Oh my god! Why does this hate me? Why does it hate me right now? Ah! But it says critical success. I don't understand. Alright, that doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, maybe I'm reading it wrong. Y'all can yell at me, be like, God, you're dumb. Maybe I am. I mean, if I see it landing like that, I'm gonna be like, oh, that I didn't get anything. I guess maybe it just means, actually, you did really well in a very unlikely manner. Oh my god, okay, so I did okay. Ugh. Lead the team through the collapsing tunnels. Ugh. Yeah, I have more of a chance here. Whoa, not with Tom. Why does Tom have more here? I wonder if I'm misinterpreting this or something. It is, I gotta remember, yellow can just be like, ah, it's not terrible. Okay, this is what I am. See, look, this is the third time I've gone through this, or started going through this. And like, I'm learning stuff all the time. Somewhere. They reach the exit, only the security barrier is standing between them and their escape. Captain, the connection! Ah! Oh my god. Okay. What do we think, y'all? You know what? I get rewards if this works, so I'm going. Fuck. Tremors prove more complex. Just as the tunnel, but still they got out. They managed to accomplish taking transport minor injuries. We've got a lot of morale, which I will take. Myrrh. B'Elanna recruited. Yay! B'Elanna's back online. Cool. Miss Torres. Look, she's wearing her Maquis getup. Captain Janeway. Ensign Kim. Reporting for duty, Captain. I didn't think I'd ever see you. Voyager again. It's good to be back. What the hell is going on here, Chakotay? Since when are we cozying up to Starfleet? Good questions, B'Elanna. Long story. We had to compromise, girlfriend. We share a common goal. What did you learn? What did you learn about Compa? Annoyingly friendly and incredibly naive. Wouldn't last 5 minutes. Wow, living underground for 500 generations. Something called the warming? The caretaker appeared, and that's when they turned into a desert. Coincidence? There's enough evidence for me to form a reasonable hypothesis, Captain. The Ocampa homeworld turned into a desert from one day to the next. The caretaker's immediate arrival seems to be no coincidence. That is logical. I assume he is responsible for the ecological damage. Building the underground city and caring for them, he seems to be trying to make amends. But how could he cause such devastation to render a planet incapable of sustaining life? Tuvok does not know. Ask if they learn anything about the caretaker. He's been acting weird, apparently abducting people's a new hobby of his. Oh, and he increased the Ocampa's power supply enough to last him for 5 years, if I recall correctly. And he destroyed the tunnels. Sounds like he's preparing for something, but what? Ask if they know why they were sent there. Caretaker mentioned you might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in strange ulcerations. The Ocampa said we were sent away to prevent some kind of plague. Except we weren't sick before we met the guy. What a crock. I love her. She's like, this is bullshit. They also said the caretaker had sent others with the same disease, but they didn't recover. ... He died? You're both in sick bay now! Captain, their condition is unusual. It appears to be cellular disruption caused by the introduction of foreign genetic material, and they're rejecting it. They're fortunate. A few more days and cellular disruption would have been fatal. Damn. Foreign genetic material for what purpose? Excellent question. Introduced deliberately. Why anyone would do that, I don't know. What's your prognosis, Doctor? You started the treatment. They should make a full recovery. Great. Captain, there's now enough evidence to form a reasonable hypothesis. This is Tuvok, in case you couldn't catch my voice. The caretaker provides the Ocampa with a mere 5 years' worth of energy, then destroys the access tunnels. In addition, he frequently mentioned running out of time. The caretaker has sustained the Ocampa for millennia. Why this sudden urgency? It is illogical. My conclusion is that he does not intend to continue his role as caretaker. The doctor's discovery further confirms my hypothesis. The caretaker is enacting measures to safeguard the Ocampa for as long as possible. However, they will run out of energy eventually, so he seeks a successor, one capable of ensuring his life's work. This explains the abduction and subsequent testing of individuals from various sectors. I believe the caretaker is dying. How are we supposed to get back home? How the hell are we supposed to get back home? Excuse me. We have to return to the Ray before it's too late. Given the caretaker's reluctance to cooperate, a more assertive approach may be necessary. B'Elanna, of course. The Vulcan's right! That overgrown energy blob won't send us home. We'll blast our way out. Phasers, torpedoes, the whole shebang. I believe a bit of tactical planning is in order. There's Chakotay. Shields first, then phasers, which I did! Y'all, it's like I'm channeling Chakotay, okay? Repairing. So I've already done shields, because I'm awesome. I've already done phasers. I'm awesome. But we do have our torpedo bay, and I can't remember where that is right now. Is that here? Yes, it is. With the big blinking, pulsating, one might say, question mark. I have no teams to repair it at the moment. So we're going to have to wait a second. Let's go down and get some deuterium, shall we? Alright. Now I've got... do I have a team ready? Still says no. Huh. Wait, let me see. Is it ready? Okay, now apparently I had to release them from their duties. Okay, repair the torpedo launch bay. Let's get that. It's starting to get decluttered. Let's build some more quarters. Oh shit. I guess I am using up all the team. Okay. Cool, cool. Alright, back. Going around the sun. Torpedo launch bay is active. Glory. Our offensive and defensive capabilities have been restored, Captain. However, I suggest a test run. I will walk y'all through this. This is weird. To assess our temporary flight control, etc. Excuse me, this ace pilot knows more maneuvers than Starfleet can throw Greek letters and numbers together. Interesting analogy. Except for the one for evading Starfleet custody, Chakotay. Gentlemen, enough. Tuvok is right. We need to test our combat systems. We need a sparring partner. Chakotay says you have one, our ship. Seriously, Chakotay? All the Maquis on the Valjean? By the way, I don't know that I'd remembered or realized that. One of the storylines in DS9 that annoys the crap out of me is when, what's the guy's name? He's a Maquis posing as a security guy. It's something Innington or whatever. There's a hockey player I hate named Bennington, and I don't think it's that. But he keeps saying that like he's Javert, or no, Cisco is Javert and he's Valjean. So it's interesting they use Valjean here, and I hadn't realized that was what they were doing. B'Elanna, focus. I will pilot the Valjean, Captain. Just remember to set your phasers to simulation. Okay, I keep it in mind. All right. Each combat encounter, you may choose up to 3 heroes to utilize their specific strengths and abilities. Alright, Voyager. Okay, so I'm gonna... Tuvok's already in place. He can fire 2 simultaneous phaser salvos. Let me select another hero. Shield hacking. I've not done Neelix for rousing speech before, so what the hell, why not? And then, let me try... I'll do Tom Paris evasive maneuvers. Okay, let's do this. The Voyager will fight semi-autonomously. Phasers are fired automatically, torpedoes manually. You control the ship by opening the command menu and deciding how to approach the enemy.
What are your orders, Captain?
Alright. Let's pause here for a second. I need to explain to you what's happening, because I fucked this up so bad the first several times. Top left is Voyager. The blue lines around are the shields, and then from top to bottom you've got weapons, shield generator, torpedoes, engines. Okay? On the right, that's your opponent or opponents. Same digs, where you can see they've got weapons, torpedoes, engines, and their shield generator, which looks like it's low. So what you want to do is look and say, well, which one of those do I want to go after? If there's a weakness that will matter for me, I should go after that one. So right now I'm looking at that, I'm like, well, I'm going after their shields. Now, we'll see this in future fights. If there's more than one ship you're fighting, you can hit X over on the right and it'll... See, it's letting me target the Valjean right now. But it's paused. Also down below, notice that I can hit left or right trigger and it's letting me like pick which one of these people do I want to use their skill for. Do I want a rousing speech? Okay, resets the cooldowns of all of the heroes' Ooh, that's pretty cool. Coordinated attack and evasive maneuver. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to click on the orders. Hang with me. Order your ship to try and attack or defend a side with either defensive or offensive movement. Fleeing requires enemy engines to be damaged, while surrendering costs resources. You can also repair. Proceed to offensive movement. So it's telling us to do offensive. Notice, now it'll pop up this too. Let's say I start attacking and my shields go down on one side. I can actually go to defensive and say, well, I want to protect this side where my shields went down. So it'll move your ship so you're no longer showing that side to the enemy's guns. Pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to pick this. So here's helm. I'm going to pick this offensive action. Like I said, I'm going to go after their shields because they're kind of hurting there.
Attack the port side, Captain.
And unpause the stuff. Alright, I'm in position. If I hit L, I shot a torpedo at them. Yay! Haha, I already got their shields. In battle, the hero's abilities can be used by selecting them with LR to switch and activating them with the X button. Oh, I didn't know that. It says Y above. That's weird. Y'all saw that, didn't you? It says Y. A blue countdown indicates the ability is activated. This is incorrect. I wonder if this is coming over from a keyboard. Weird.
Ability ready, Captain.
Okay, we're in position. I'm gonna hit another one. It says Y. Oh. Oh, I was hitting the wrong thing. That's pretty nifty. Let's
Enemy
do a
shields
rousing
destroyed,
speech.
Captain.
Ah, big victory, yay! That evasive maneuver was cool. So see, once again, I've been doing it wrong the whole time. I love that I'm all like, oh, let me explain to you how this works. And this all boils down to y'all. Like I said, I don't hardly ever play Switch 2. This was me thinking the X was the one. Because I'm used to playing Xbox. I have no excuse. I mean, a little bit of one. Boom! That's how it's done. Not bad for a temporary guy, huh? Your methods were unconventional. However, the objective was achieved. An acceptable performance. One thing, Captain. Whatever awaits us at the array, Valjean should be in support vision for Voyager. I will accept that. Alright, have the transporter room standing by in case your crew needs an emergency beam out. Let's show this quadrant orderly made it. Boom, boom. Bam-a-lam. Alright, alright. First things first, I saw that I've got a free person. Oh. Nope. Nope. Never mind. I am gonna, oh, I need some, whatever, tritanium still. Glory to your house. I can build that. We're getting close to, so I think it's 12 people per quarters. It's getting close. Alright, let me go ahead and get some deuterium. Playing it safe. A loss due to full storage. Okay, good point. Let me hit, okay. So yeah, so it would behoove me at some point to make some storage. So I will be doing that. Before I go back, I might as well just kind of get, actually I can't. I'm gonna leave that. If I get it, I can't get it again. So I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna switch sectors. Oops. Let's go back here. I'm gonna scan. So I just want to go straight to there. Remember, that's what you want to do. Otherwise, it'll just... Seriously, if I just click the sector, it would drop me like on the far side. And then I'd waste so many cycles just to get over freaking here. So it's just not even worth it. Let's watch them move. Whee! Yeah, see. Great. Alright. Cool. System. Small battery compartment. Excellent. Alright, great. Anyone have any holler? I usually like to flip around so I don't do everything in engineering, though it's what I've done in the past. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Plasma torches. Clearing gives 25% more resources. You know what? Do it. Let's change things up a little bit. Alright, system. Emergency quarters. That's great. Yay! Okay, watch. I'm gonna go back into this thing. This is your overview. Got some more heroes I've recruited. Without quarters, only 2. Yay! Look at my high morale! Yeah, baby! Got high morale! I love high morale. Okay, so I only need 2 more quarters. So... That's... Okay, actually, I'm good for emergency quarters right now. I'm gonna tell you a secret. More crew are coming. Just gonna go ahead. Alright, we're back in this system. We're at the array. Doing pretty decent on supplies. Great. Let's go. Do it! Now, I have talked to people who've made some choices in this next part that ended the game pretty quickly for them in a positive way. You can guess, make some guesses what that means. The lead ship is hailing us. Probably not calling a chat. You got our support. Let's see what to say. Back from all, are you? Don't think your silk tongue will work this time. All I care about is getting home, Javen. Beam over the ray and see if we can arrange that. I'm sure you have a fancy speech prepared. I won't allow it. Bro, chill. You'd rather talk your way into getting what you want. Well, I can't help it if I'm an excellent communicator. We have no intention of challenging you. I'm not as gullible as you think. The ray's power is mine. Javen... He disconnected. And they're powering up their weapons. Damn it. Battle stations. Are you ready? Here we go. We're gonna battle now. And now that I freaking know how to do this. Alright, now hold, please. So I can still... It's interesting, even... So, support ship. So I can use... I'm gonna use Chakotay. B'Elanna isn't shield. That one comes in super handy. I have used that one before. And then Tom... I do like the coordinated attack. There's also shield hacking. Ooh. Haven't tried that before. Alright, ready?
What are your orders, Captain?
For real. Okay. Now you can see what I was talking about earlier. So on the left, I've got my key raider, and that's all great. And you can see all my stuff. And I have a full power. Full green and blue over here on the Kazon carrier. However, if I hit X, I can cycle through all of them. There's a vessel Alpha and a vessel Beta. Okay, the carrier is stronger a bit on a lot of those things. Support vessels are less and have less power. I'm going to go after support vessel Alpha first. And I think I'm going to go after their phasers. Because their shields are at 70. Phasers seem like that'd be an easy one to do. Alright, so let's do offensive. I'm going to go after your weapons.
Moving
Go.
to attack the front, Captain.
And let's see what I've got. Instant shield. Let's do some shield hacking.
Ability ready, Captain.
Open your command menu at any point in combat to give new orders while the combat is paused. Okay, well I didn't care to do that. Why? One of your shields is dangerously low. Oh, it sure is. Switch to defensive actions. This is what I was saying earlier. To protect that side from any further damage. If you continue without shields, you risk the destruction of underlying systems. Good point. So now I am, so I'm going to do defensive actions. And looks like I'm out of shields on the left. So...
Moving to defend the port side, Captain.
Okay, and I'm also going to get B'Elanna in there to recharge my shields, which she did. Excellent. Let's do...
Enemy is surrendered, Captain.
Yes! Alright, so that one alpha ship I was going after surrendered. Booyah! Alright, let's go after Beta. Okay, and same thing. I think I will go after their phasers. And I've got my full shields back. So let's go there, and we'll go after weapons.
Moving to attack the front, Captain.
Okay, so coming back around, my allies right there, doing okay. My key raiders doing it. Torpedoes have to be fired manually. They are very powerful. So that's, yeah, my ZL. Which is also, by the way, the name of a character in Deep Space Nine. Lore goes deep, y'all. I've watched them all. Except Enterprise, I've seen it once and I have no desire. However, their effect is maneuver gains against shields to make sure you're fighting from the right angle.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Marvelous. Get targeted. I'm not in range, though, so I'm going to wait. Let's see.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Okay.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Excellent. How are we doing on my shields? I actually need to... B'Elanna recharge my shields. Great. Whoa, did I change? I did. I changed my, Oh, they surrendered, so I'm good. Hold please. Let's take a look. I'm gonna get their engines, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna target their engines. Oh. Because those are the lowest.
Moving to attack the aft, Captain.
They're gonna fucking hate that. Almost out. Get him. Glory to you and your house. Or in other words, Kapla. Oh, there's more of this, y'all. I have all quotes. That's why I'm sort of nerding out about this. The lore is great. What's great about this, though, is that it will deviate. It will absolutely deviate from the established lore, the storylines that the show had. We pushed them back, but it was a close call. And I'll tell you, y'all, this is my third start at a run. On the second one, I lost half of B'Elanna. You know the Vidian episode where they split her in half and they make a Klingon B'Elanna and a human B'Elanna? I lost her. She died. So then I'm left with a Klingon B'Elanna engineer. Though I'm excited to see how that turns out, but she's pissed at me too because she's like, you let her die. So I'm like, I do not want Klingon B'Elanna mad at me. So it's interesting. All right, push them back, but it was a close call. Our beam, so now, yeah, the Raider's dead. You're a strong captain. There's strength in numbers. I've called reinforcements. The raid will be mine. Don't have much time. Hail it. Aren't you persistent? We need you to send us back where we came from. I barely have strength. I must protect the Alcampa. If I don't, they'll steal their water. All right, what do you think, y'all? You must let go. What happened was your fault. It kind of was. I'm gonna confirm. Something you did turned their planet into a desert, doesn't it? That was a debt that can never be repaid. We were explorers. We had no idea. We were chosen to stay behind and care for them. Where's the other one? She went off to look for more interesting places. That sounds like a dick move. Alright. Did you ever consider allowing them to care for themselves? They're children. Maybe they're stronger than you think. According to Disney, children are very powerful once they go through trauma. Alright, send us home. You need to send... His reinforcements have arrived. Shit! Try to access the array system transfers the Alpha Quadrant. Now I'm fading. Time is up. If you leave, the array will be left at the Kazon. They will annihilate. You must destroy it. What is right and what is easy? Okay, the caretaker fades away. Janeway is now faced with an impossible choice. Return home. Now, y'all, we get to choose this. Captain, the Kazon are closing in. Shall I try to access it to send us back? All right, I'm asking you watching. What do you want me to do? This is super interesting to me because, like, we literally can decide if we want to destroy it or if we want to have it send us back home and be like, F you, Ocampa. You know, so if you guys if you want me to try something, I've heard people can go both ways. I was assuming that if you just say, well, let's leave the Ocampa to their own devices and we'll go, that you wouldn't be allowed to do that. Apparently you are. What do you think? I'm gonna try it. Okay. You're abandoning the Ocampa to hell with the They deserve a chance to live. Reconsider, destroy the array. So apparently I have a second chance to make a different choice. I'm getting success chance 60%. Access primary control system. I'm gonna try it. Based on my... Oh, I succeeded. Uh-oh. I just made it back to the Alpha Quadrant. You abandoned the Ocampa, bitch! Left in the Kazon. You're just like the Cardassians. Oh my god, this is wild. Now we're back to being enemies? Is that it? You're going to hand us Starfleet, arrest the Maquis, and let the Maquis go? Jesus. I'm like a heartless woman. Oh my god. I'm gonna arrest him. Jeez, I guess. Should have known better. You're awful. You bastards! Oh my goodness. You talked about unity Always the noble heroes. You sicken me, Janeway. Jeez. Captain, this isn't right. Come on. Remind him of his place. Yeah, Ensign, you're never gonna get promoted in this show. Oh my god. I just went total bitch. Ah. It's the only logical choice. Does this mean I'm heading back to that penal colony? Because, promise nothing I promise nothing. Now I just went full on. Wow. Thanks, Captain, I guess. Oh! You discovered a hidden ending? Returning home via the caretaker's ray was never intended, but your ingenuity and determination have defied expectations. This ending was not without consequences. The Ocampa will be left to fend for themselves against the Kazon. Voyager's crew will miss out on the many adventures. Are you sure this is the path you wish to take? Ooh. Would you like to reconsider your decision and explore the intended storyline? Ooh. So, am I back in the Alpha Quadrant and I just continue? Oh, it bounced me back. Interesting. Anyway, alright, well, I do need to stop for today. That was hilarious. And also, okay, y'all, I usually do pick like the hero path in just about every game I do. Sometimes I'll get a little saltier and I'll kind of play both sides. Like maybe become a little more human where I'm like, I don't like you, so I'm gonna be mean to you or whatever. So that was really a big departure for me to do what we just did. Plus, it's the story. You don't leave the Ocampa. But it's funny that it's like maybe you want to go back and like replay that and see. So it does give you the option to do that. If you want, I can go through where we go back to the array. We have to fight the Kazon again and then actually destroy the array. If you want, I can do that. But I also need to. It's almost 5 o'clock, so I probably will not do that. Thanks for watching, though. I do highly recommend. It's a fun game. That was all pretty easy too, not just to be honest, because as you do, like I said, I've got 2 other runs that I'm playing. I love that's my 3rd run I started, and it's the only one I kind of finished. It gets hard. Oh my god, because the crew becomes incredibly needy. Like if I'm one of those people who likes to forage in every possible corner, and I typically do that in every sector. They actually start getting ready to mutiny on me if they're like, we need to get moving. We need to start going home and you're delaying too much. And I'm like, do y'all want to fucking eat or not? I mean, I'm literally saying I need to gather food and fuel. You're ready to mutiny on me, even though that's what I'm trying to do. So there's a lot of stuff. And then you start encountering asteroid fields, so your hull gets depleted. You get like infestations. It's fun. So I know, I highly recommend it. It's been one that's been hard to put down, and of course, if you're a Voyager fan, it's great. So enjoy. If you play it, let me know. I'll come back. I'm not gonna be able to stream as much as I used to in the past. Obviously, it's been a minute. I'm gonna try for like once a week. That's the best I can do. Girlfriend's busy. I've got 4 clients, and they're all pretty demanding, and also I need to make money. Plus, my dad's moving into assisted living. I'm just a little bit busy. But I'll try to do once a week. So I'll be back with some more Voyager. I am going to go back. Y'all can watch me. I've got Klingon Balana Engineer, Chief of Engineering. And so you'll get to watch that one and how that plays out. I bet she and Tom, I don't know, do they still get married or not? Don't know. Anyway, enjoy your day. Thanks for watching. Hit like if you found this to be an enjoyable, funny video, whatever, entertaining. Hit subscribe if you like any other parts of the channel, including the menopause interviews and stuff, because at the end of the day, I'm a menopausal woman playing video games. So that's where we find our joy. Have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to y'all soon.